Hi there and welcome back. In the last episode, we talked about the breath as one of the most powerful ways to bring more life and energy into our system. But that naturally raises another question. If more energy is available to us, why do so many people still feel depleted, constricted, and drained? The answer is that the problem is not always a lack of energy. Very often, the real issue is that our energy gets trapped and depleted. It gets bound up in fear, in resistance, in old wounds, in conditioning, and unprocessed emotion. And this usually happens through an emotional chain reaction that most of us were never taught to understand. And here it is. A thought arises, then the body responds through a sensation or a feeling. And that feeling may then be expressed outwardly as an emotion. And if we're not conscious, that emotion can drive our reaction, our behavior, and sometimes the entire direction of our day. This process from a single thought to a full-blown reaction can happen so quickly that we even surprise ourselves. Have you ever experienced something like that? Well, I certainly have. And one example that comes to mind is when I went on vacation fairly recently and someone took my beach chair. Well, next thing I knew, I was sitting right next to this person sharing the beach chair with them for about 2 hours. Awkward? Yes. In the end, it all worked out, but I definitely surprised myself by sitting on that chair, right? So if we want to become freer from our automatic conditioning and reactions, well, we really have to make an effort to understand the connection between our thoughts, feelings, emotions, and behaviors. You know, many of us believe that people or circumstances have the power to make us feel happy or unhappy or whatever. But actually, this is not true. Nobody can make us feel anything without our participation. It's only when we believe our own thoughts that we give them power over us. So it's not people or situations themselves that make us feel a certain way. It's our thoughts about these people or situations that change how we feel, right? It's an internal process. So let that sink in. This is really the key to understanding how suffering is created inside of us. There's only us in here, nobody else. We actually have much more power than we think and much more responsibility, or as I like to say, response-ability. Because it's not life itself that keeps us trapped in suffering. It's that automatic chain reaction happening within us in response to our thoughts and the resistance that keeps that chain reaction going. Thoughts really are where that chain reaction begins. And one of the most important things we can realize is this. Thoughts are not facts. They are mental events. They're shaped by our programming, by our likes and dislikes, our fears, our wounds, our habits, and the stories we've been repeating for years without even realizing it sometimes. So as soon as we believe a thought, whether it's true or not, it's almost like we're under a spell. Okay, let's illustrate this with an example. You're meeting a friend at a coffee shop. You feel happy and excited to see them. So you arrive a few minutes early, you grab your coffee, you sit down. 10 minutes later, still no friend. You check your phone, nothing. Suddenly, a thought comes up. Oh yeah, they were late last time too. Well, that thought instantly triggers a biochemical change in your body. You shift from relaxation and openness to slight contraction. These inner body sensations are what I'm referring to as feelings here. Okay, so 5 minutes later, you check your phone again, still nothing. You let out a sigh of frustration. Now, when a feeling is expressed outwardly, we call this an emotion. Then another thought pops into your head. What if something happened to them? What if they got into a car accident? So all of a sudden, you feel nauseous in your belly. Fear and worry show up in your eyes, in your breath, in your posture. So you decide to call them. It rings 5 times and then they answer. Hello? Oh no, shoot, what time is it? I just woke up. And then a new thought pops into your mind. Unbelievable, they have no respect for me or my time. Right? Now the nausea in your belly turns into fire in your chest. You're just about to give them a piece of your mind when they continue. Hey, I am so sorry. I should have called you yesterday just to let you know I'm really, really sick. But I've been in and out of consciousness with a high fever for 3 days. Now how do you feel? And what might you be thinking? Maybe something like, oh, I understand now and I feel kind of bad for getting angry. Maybe they need my help. And just like that, the body softens. The anger begins to dissolve. Compassion and understanding arise. I hope this little example helps you see how quickly our unquestioned thoughts can shape our perception of reality and trigger feelings and emotions so quickly. It also explains how two people can experience the exact same circumstance and feel completely different about it. This is because they're not just experiencing the circumstance. They are experiencing their thoughts about the circumstance. But the truth is, it's nearly impossible to monitor all our thoughts 24/7. Most of them are running in the background subconsciously. So how can we slow down our emotional chain reactions if we're not even aware of what we're thinking most of the time? Do you have any ideas? Well, we go to the next step in the chain, which is our feelings. Those sensations we feel in the body. Remember tightness, contraction, nausea? Remember that exercise we did in video 3 on noticing discomfort in our body? Okay, well now you probably understand why discomfort can actually be quite a blessing in disguise. Discomfort is one of the clearest signs that we have believed a stressful thought and we've been pulled into some form of resistance. It could be resistance to a thought, resistance to a feeling, to an emotion, resistance to a situation, resistance to what's happening right now. Luckily, the body tells us the truth very quickly. A stressful thought appears and the chest tightens, the belly contracts, the energy drops, and our nervous system shifts. So, if you want to become more aware of your mind, pay attention to your body. Discomfort is your official resistance notification. It's showing you that somewhere inside, resistance is happening. And that's why I always say, watch your mind when it's being unkind. Because the best way to become aware of stressful or harmful thoughts is by noticing the discomfort they create in your body. You know, we're very quick to blame others for our negative feelings, but often it's because we don't understand how much inner power we actually have. And this is very, very, very good news. Over the years, I've adopted a phrase from Byron Katie's work that I repeat to myself as a kind of mantra whenever I'm experiencing discomfort. And that phrase is, if I am not at peace, I have work to do. No exceptions. I love that reminder because it gives us our power back, right? It's not easy, but it tells us that discomfort is not proof that life is against us. It's actually helpful feedback. It's showing us where something in us is asking to be seen, to be questioned, to be softened, released, or accepted. And while it's not always easy, it points to a deep truth. If something is triggering resistance inside us, we are the only ones who can bring ourselves back into a state of inner peace. So for this week, I invite you to start paying attention to that connection between your thoughts, your body sensations, your emotions, and your reactions. When you notice discomfort, pause, take a breath, and ask yourself gently, what was I just thinking? What am I believing right now? Is it even true? And where am I feeling this in my body? Try not to judge it and don't rush to fix it immediately. Just practice seeing the chain reaction more clearly, because awareness is the beginning of freedom. Next time, we'll explore why emotions get trapped in the body and how learning to feel them consciously begins to set that energy free. I'd love to hear from you in the comments if you feel like it. And as always, you can find me at consciousliving.solutions.com and all my books are available on Amazon and Ingram Spark. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Have a good week. Peace. Because awareness is the beginning of true free. A thought arises, the body responds through a body sensation or a feeling. That feeling creates a biochemical